Oh hi there big boys and welcome to my review of Carto for Nintendo Switch. This is a fun little game, I quite enjoyed it. It's a puzzle adventure game where the main gimmick, which is a gimmick I've never seen before in a game to point out, this is impressive, it doesn't happen often. You actually move the tiles of the map to get around, you can actually physically move about, thankfully. It would be annoying if you couldn't. But also you can move little tiles around and then also big tiles later on and use that to solve puzzles. And there are a lot of puzzles in this game. They're not just get here by putting the puzzle, putting the tiles there and putting, because they have to match them, sort of like Carto, if you've ever played that. But no, there's a lot more. There's a lot more different types of puzzles, including some really interesting ones that seem like really difficult until suddenly they click, and then it's like incredibly simple, which I think are quite well designed and quite good. A couple of really annoying ones as well, which are a bit stupid, but I won't spoil too many of them. But there was one where you had to rotate one of the map pieces, I think like 360 degrees twice or something like that, to basically cool you down, and because it creates like a wind sort of like turbine. It's dumb, but I liked it. It was quite fun, and yeah, that's quite good. The whole gameplay was all together quite a lot of fun. The art style's really nice as well. It's quite cartoony, but there's loads of different areas you go to, and they all look very different from each other. They all look very nice. The presentation's good. Sound effects I thought were quite satisfying, which is weird for me to say. I don't really normally care, but I thought they were really just sort of ASMR-like or something. I don't know. I liked it a lot. Now here's the main problem I have with the game, is the fact that moving the actual tiles got a little bit finicky at points, because sometimes if you want to move a tile, you have to make sure it also is connected to the other parts of that map. Does that make any sense? I don't know. Basically, you have to make sure they match, right? So trees go next to trees. Wind isn't a type. Grass goes to grass. That sort of thing, right? So problem is, if it doesn't, you get like a red thing saying you can't put it there. It's like, fine. But then what I'd like to have done is, if there was only one left, why not just press A, which would be the place button, then just grab onto the one which you couldn't automatically place due to that one, then let me move that one automatically, because then that would make the game a whole lot less finicky and a lot nicer to play, I think. Because otherwise it just meant that I ended up moving all the things out of the way before I ended up moving it to where I actually wanted it to go, which just got a bit annoying and a bit boring. But but yeah, I mean, if that was literally my main problem with the game, to be honest. That, and I don't know, the game was about 5 hours long, which isn't that long, to be fair. I mean, for a puzzle game like this, I think that's alright, because I wouldn't want this game to get too... I feel like if it was too much longer, it would get a bit annoying and a bit boring. But they constantly have these new gameplay mechanics and new gameplay ideas that get thrown at you and get built upon one another, so it's not a problem, I'd say. I thought it was good. It was a good game. It was just a very good game. And there's also a story, which the story wasn't too bad. There's quite a lot of nice characters. I mean, the character's basically mute, the main one, but everyone else isn't mute. And yeah, it was just quite a fun little game, to be honest. You can get it on Game Pass as well if you're curious. I wanted to give it a try, but I played it on Switch. Run perfectly well on Switch, didn't have any problems with that, so that's all good. What else is there to say? Nothing, I don't think. I don't know. Yeah, it was a fun little game. Just be aware that this is a puzzle game first and foremost, and be aware that you're going to be a bit confused at times, and that's not your fault. It's just a little bit confusing at times, but that's okay, because that's how puzzle games work. Because eventually they click with you. So yeah, it was a good game. I would recommend. So thanks for watching, big boys. It's an important time, and bye.